Alrighty. Welcome back to chapter 2 here. The camp. The Raiders camp. We did a fair amount last time. You guys finished up in the town of Greenest and headed along your way, fighting bandits and, animals, doing survival checks, making your way through the wilderness, all the way to the Raiders camp. You guys have done a pretty big initial scout of it and have started to put together a very multi-stepped plan, so I'm eager to see what happens. I'm going to start by just kind of reiterating some of the terrain stuff here that you might want to remember. So I added one in so we could see it, but there is a watchtower at the northwest end of the valley. There is, of course, the one over here at this lower level of the plateau. All tents in this region are acolytes and human cultists. Tents in the lower section, whoops, didn't mean to drag it that far, are prisoners, and even spotted where the monk you're looking for is kind of tied to a rack currently. The rest of huts up here are all kobolds and non-human mishmash up here. In terms of important people you guys have spotted, you've seen that there are a variety of new monsters you have to face. So you know that there are guard drakes that you also successfully identified. It looks like there are perhaps some more well-armored individuals than any of the troops you fought so far. Unlike the others that have sometimes chainmail, sometimes just a leather coat, these ones all have splint mail, which is pretty heavy. They also have crossbows, which is a big change. You also know that one of the current cult leaders, identified because she wears purple, Frula Mondath, is here. She's kind of seems to be staying in and around the biggest tent. And since earlier in the day, you guys saw Resmir. She is the worm speaker of the Black Dragons, one of the 5 heads of the cult. You saw her head into the cave at the back of the valley, which you guys have not had a chance to investigate inside, although you did see some fires flickering in there. It looks like it's probably more populated than just her. In terms of plans you guys have going so far, currently we have our rogue Willa. She has flown up into some of the various caves, kind of Swiss cheese dotting these cliffs. Ander, I believe you are in mouse form right here.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of waiting to be helpful.
I am casting, by the way, a spell.
Casting a spell? Okay.
Yeah.
What are you casting?
Let me get my spell books.
Okay. Well, while you work on that, I'll point out these guys up here. Darval and Waka are in cultist disguise. I believe you guys both have something like the acolyte masks on, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then Solara is ostensibly your prisoner, pretending she's tied up. You guys are leading her in as a way to get through this place. Although you have waited till nighttime. So that's kind of where we left off here. Any questions? Regarding the recap?
No, but I had an idea. That's why I'll run by you guys. So when we're pretending to be these guards, we could mention the fact that we're at the ambush and ambushed this person because they had an ambush set up for us. That might give us more credibility to our cause. To us thinking they're them, them thinking we're part of them.
Dude, there was also exactly 2 cultists at that ambush, I believe. Maybe 3.
Ew. Yeah. So, just an idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same possibility.
Yeah, anyway, we'll do this.
So, our intention was to go by the prisoner area, right?
Yes, yeah. I believe you guys were trying to free some of them there. And since you're actually going down there, I'll add in so you have an idea of how many. I'm gonna reveal their various tokens. 1 second. I'll say actually. Go ahead, Waka.
Over here.
Are those the prisoners?
These are prisoner tokens, yes.
Okay.
Are there caves over here?
Yeah, they're pretty much just kind of Swiss cheesed around the whole area.
So, are we going close to the monk guy that we saw hung up? Like, is that where you guys are leading each other to, or?
Well, I will say, why don't Willa and Ander make a perception check now that you're over here and we're kind of like back in real time, not waiting for hours to pass. Just kind of in the prisoner area. And for those who forget, here's like the art of Leosin kind of gotten up there. All right, Willa, so you spend, enough time to really get a feel of where the guards are in the prisoner area. Currently, there are 4 kind of just patrolling around. One of them seems to kind of be staying at least a little bit near Leosin, but I'll bring them through. These guys also seem a little bit better off than ones you've seen before. They have these strange draconic masks with black spikes. But you can tell, even so, they're not as heavily armored as the veterans around the main tent. But you guys also haven't fought them, so you don't quite know what their deal is. On a 17, at the very least, you can tell they are all wielding scimitars. Yes, you're welcome to be at a different cave over here. Alright. So, while our 2, intrepid stealth people over here get in a position, let's cut over to our, Star Wars Chewbacca's a prisoner scenario over here.
Wait.
All right.
So to march in like we own the place, not super own the place, and just march Flora down towards the prison cell.
Great. What's the move for getting through here? Are you just like brazening your way through, or are you trying to like be stealthy?
I think we should not be stealthy because we're part of the group, right, guys? Are there a group?
I mean, I think that you want to not be particularly stealthy, but you also don't want to purposefully draw attention to yourselves too much.
Well, yeah. Like casually meander in.
I'd say if you're doing a kind of middle ground.
Casually stroll in like we know what we're doing.
I'm gonna say the 3 of you. Go ahead and give me a group deception check, as you're trying to just like casually, like people have brought in prisoners before. This is not an unheard of event in the camp. But whether you're casual enough about it is the question.
Like casually.
Okay. Okay. I think you'll still be good.
Nice.
You are still good. So the initial obstacle to get by is the fact that there is this, tower over here. You see currently, since they're so small, 4 kobolds have all squeezed into the guard tower. They kind of look at you briefly, then go back to like talking amongst themselves as you start to move through the valley. As you are going around here, actually the people near the prisoners can make this too, because they might hear something as well. There's a lot of chatter, rumors, things like that going around this, massive raider camp of the cult. Everyone give me a perception check and see what you can hear. You could also do an investigation if you want to be like getting certain different insights. They will reveal different things.
My perception is better than my investigation, and I told it would crap.
That's very fair. Okay. So far, Waka, you hear some stuff. And then Ander and Willa can make this as well. They're just gonna hear different things because they're at a different part of the camp. Okay.
Here.
So, as various... Oh my goodness. Okay. Ander and Willa, we'll come back to you guys in a second because we're getting some high rolls over here. Just gonna start dropping some people in various spots. All right, as you guys are going around, Waka, do you speak Draconic?
I don't believe anyone speaks Draconic in this campaign.
A bold move, to be sure.
I thought about taking it, but I took a language that would work with my backstory.
I forgot that no one took Draconic.
I don't remember where languages are on this character.
So, it's near like the bottom left, near your proficiencies.
I'm pretty sure none of us speak Draconic from our first encounter with.
Yeah, I only speak Common and Minotaur. Oh, and Thieves Can't, of course.
of course, these can't. Naturally. Alright. So in that case, our friends escorting the prisoner are not going to notice as much, because a lot of the first section of the camp is Cobalt, so a lot of this info is in Draconic. However, you are going to pass some cultists and other people going around their business. You're going to hear a few different details. One thing you hear some of the cultists saying, Waka, is they're debating why Resmir is keeping the monk alive. She's killed a bunch of other prisoners and isn't even using him for manual labor. So they're not quite sure why she's doing that. You don't notice any kobold stuff. However, you do hear one more thing from some of the cultists. These being the ones over here. Those are the ones in like the black leather jackets you guys fought before. Who were, by all accounts, pretty fanatic worshippers of the cult. You hear some of them chatting about how, a couple more prisoners were converted, loyal members of the cult now. And one of the other ones is like, yeah, I mean, are you surprised? And the third guy's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, the dragon claws over there. He like kind of gestures at his face, and you guys haven't seen them yet, but if you were Willa, you would know that they're like indicating the black points of those masks. He's like, the dragon claws are, I believe in all the teachings, but they are very intense about it. Willa and Ander, cutting over to you guys. Very high perception checks. First things first, you are also going to get a sense of those dragon claws, these guys in the masks. So let me ping over here so the stream can see. You start to get the sense that they are fanatic as well, as you see one of them is like saying this complex prayer to Tiamat and is like pricking each one of his 5 fingers so that it bleeds in time to like his prayer, indicating the 5 heads of the dragon. You see like some of them are kind of just like walking over to different prisoners, just whispering various, sounds like praise to the gods. But you can see people look scared, but they also are starting to look confused at this like non-stop presence of fanatics. You would also see on that 20, Ander, that part of the reason they're starting to convert them so successfully is because it looks like they haven't slept in at least a day, maybe more. Which is making them a bit more susceptible.
I can't really tell anything to Alyssa because I'm in mouse form, so...
That is true. I would say Willa probably sees that on a 19, that they are, like, sleep deprived.
Okay.
You would also, Willa, see some of the acolytes walking around. We'll say these two over here kind of walk by, doing a loop. And they're talking about how the Hoard in the cave grows larger by the day.
What I'm
Alright.
hearing is a lot of money.
Potentially lots of money.
Is it this cave?
Sorry, let me zoom back out to ping. It's the one at the back that her token's there, but she's actually inside. Yeah, it's the one that Rezmir's at.
Perfect.
All right. I'm gonna say I'm gonna get our three bluffers. You guys are at least gonna make it over here as you start to pass the Cobalt section of camp. They are pretty easy to fool, as it turns out. As you get to the more... What was that?
I said shocking.
Yeah, kobolds, who would have guessed? Here's the thing, though. How are you guys... Where are you planning to go? You're starting to approach the, like, humanoid portion of camp? Are you bringing this, like, prisoner over to the other prisoners? Are you trying to slow down and buy the sneaky people some time? What's your plan here?
I vote we kind of just go straight to the prisoner.
I agree.
All right. If that is the case, go ahead and make another group deception roll. You start walking the last, couple hundred feet towards there. Oh, smashing it. Nice, coming in with a 16. And Waka, let's see. Hell yeah. You guys go straight to the prison. No one seems to question or stop you. Even some of the veterans just, like, don't seem to take notice. Willa and Ander, you guys can see them approaching. Are you trying to make a move before they get too close? What's your plan here?
So I have my bow and arrow really ready. Like, trained on, this guy.
Okay, guy over here.
Yeah.
And actually, it should be noted that
watching what they do, too.
it is, like, dark now. It is nighttime, so, like, stealth is a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'm part owl.
Oh yeah, you're part owl. You're fucking. I just more meant for, like, sake of, it might be possible to do things at certain parts of the camp without other parts seeing, because it's all just lit by, like, flickering torchlight. All right.
But
so you knock your arrow.
Kind of softly whisper to my little mouse friend.
Okay.
About what's going on.
The mouse is like, again. Let me see if I can scroll up.
Just bobbing my head.
Yeah, you have, like, what was it? The veil of shadows and silence, just like whoa, 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 just like radiating off the mouse.
Just so people know, I have the light cantrip, so if we need some more light, I can cast light on something.
All right, fair.
For us three human friends.
Okay. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be very unlikely anyone will spot you, but just so we have a number to go by, Willa and Ander, go ahead and make your stealth checks.
You
I'm
get
gonna
a plus
say
2 with that check, by the way.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's also with advantage because you're in a cave, and one of you's a mouse. So nat 20, good start.
37.
37. Ander, not a nat 20, but a 19 on the die for 30.
Yep.
You three at the bottom are kind of just like, you are just trusting that they're up there somewhere. You're not sure.
Yep.
All right. So you guys brazen your way through, and assuming there's no other things you are saying, as you approach, one of these so-called dragon claws is gonna walk up to you.
I'm gonna just look him right in the eyes, and then talk first.
Welcome, Acolyte. Is this another prisoner for conversion?
Yeah, yes, she is. We found she was crossing the river earlier, and we thought this would be a good place for her.
He kind of like steps like probably a little too close as he just like looks at Solara in the eyes. It'll be a bit hard to convert to the Dragon Mother, but I'm sure we'll get it done. All right.
I nod.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just stare him directly back in the eyes.
I'm gonna say give me an intimidate check. Yeah. Give me an intimidate. We'll see how this stare down goes with the guard. He's a little too comfortable in his power base right here. This is his area of camp. And he's just like, bring her to one of the tents over there. He kind of gestures off to the left. And then, I imagine you'll be heading on your way back to some of your tents. Where are you all staying? I heard that one of our hunters caught a whole antelope today. Should be good eating.
Ooh, put me in the direction of the food. I say.
I think some of the acolytes are cooking it up near the watchtower, the eastern watchtower. Kind of points over at these tents up here.
That's where you'll find me.
Alright, he just kind of starts to, like, he'll probably put his hand on Solara's shoulder and try to start leading her this way. And he's like, as he does this, he's like, when you say the food thing, Darval, he's like, yeah, you better, make sure you get a good cut of it before they get the rest of the hatchlings.
I nod. Appreciate it.
So, is he bringing her into the tent?
Yeah, looks like he's bringing her, like, once you go in these tents, it looks like they're kind of, these are the ones that are more intentional than the hide ones of the kobolds. This one's like canvas with a strong, like, central wooden pole driven into the ground. You can see there's, like, 2 other prisoners already in there with, like, roped hands behind their back tied to the central pole.
So, can I follow him into the tent without seeming suspicious?
You think you guys are pretty solid on the deception right now. You can probably follow him in.
Alright, and so when we're in the tent, no one can see us, right?
Yes, so, like, obviously, this map is not to scale because the tokens would be tiny. But the tent itself is, like, it's like a 20-foot tent.
Awesome. I'd like
How many other people are in
I'll
the
be
tent?
standing out. I'll be standing outside the tent, kind of keeping a little bit of guard here.
Okay.
I'm just going back to them.
So you're posting up over
How
here.
many people are in the tent?
In the tent, excluding you two, there is one dragon claw who's like leading you in, and then 2 other human prisoners.
No other cultists?
No, seems to just be the one guy leading you in. The other ones are kind of just wandering around the prisoner area.
Okay.
So can I kill that guy inside the tent?
I'm gonna say, as he's like, going to tie up Solara and getting ready, to put her by the central pole, go ahead and give me a stealth check. He does fully trust you, so he's not gonna get a perception check. This is versus his passive perception. 15, that does beat his passive perception, yes.
Nice. So this count as a surprise?
It does, and this will automatically crit because of your new assassin archetype.
Heck yeah.
So, God, what is this going to be? What weapon are you using? The rapier?
Yeah, the rapier.
Oh, God, so it's like 2d8 plus... What's your sneak attack now? 2d6?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2d8 plus 4d6 plus whatever your regular damage bonus is.
Fuck yeah.
Almost certainly. We'll see what happens, though. See if he can pull out a miraculous survival.
Alright, let's see if I did this correctly.
Well, it had a crit in it anyway, so just click it and it should add the crit damage. Okay, so just the sneak is 12, and then the piercing is another... Oh god, so much. Although I think it added 1 too many d8s, it looks like.
No, that's from my piercer.
Oh yeah, the piercer ability.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Well, first of all, he's very dead. But let me see. This might be massive damage. Okay, so let's see if this massive damage. That's 16, 21, 29. Very close to being massive damage, but not an automatic inspiration. However, you do, as he turns around to like get another length of rope to secure Solara's wrist to the pole, you just rapier goes right through the back of his throat. He kind of like has a second where you see his head like look down in surprise at the blade, you know, protruding from him. Then he just slumps to his knees and slumps to the floor.
Yes.
So I'm gonna X him out. You see that the two human prisoners don't shout; they just kind of are like dumbstruck, seeing what they think is one of like the magic acolytes just execute one of them.
I'm gonna wink at them.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage because you're still wearing the mask, and they just watch you kill a man in one hit.
You said a persuasion?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna go back.
At disadvantage. You know, average, I guess. They kind of just like avert their gaze and like don't say anything, just look straight down.
Did he actually tie up Solara? Do I actually have to untie her, or was that just
No, he didn't have time. So all that's on Solara is like the wrist bindings you guys put on, but you made them like pretty easy to remove. Like you made the knot.
Alright. I'm just
gonna
poke my head outside really quick and call Darvel over.
I walk in.
Move him over. Come on.
The other prisoners see another acolyte walk in. Okay, so it's you three and two prisoners in the tent.
And a dead body.
You kind of like hear, you know, other guards walking around outside, but at the moment it looks like you got some breathing room. You're in the clear at the moment. From up on the cliffs, you guys have, you know, the good angle, and even though, you know, dark vision isn't, your vision's only like 110, there are torches in that area. So you saw not what happened in the tent, but that like three of them entered, a guard entered, and nothing's come out yet. Well, I guess you saw the sequence, so you would have saw Waka like, you know, wave Darval in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm asking Solara and Darvel if we should release the prisoners, like very softly so they can't hear. Should we release the prisoners, or just take out the guards as quietly as possible and release them later?
I think we should loop their bindings in case things go south and instruct them to stay put until things go south.
Oh, well, these people seem to be, you know, I assume they're not the wealthiest of people?
It seems to be, I mean, it looks like most of these people are from Greenest, which is not like the wealthiest town, it's a farming village. So it looks like they're not, you know, peasants, but they are like farm folk.
They seem like, you know, average people, and average people are unreliable and easily manipulated.
I'll give you
They've
that.
been in
I'll
the
give you
cultist
that.
camp for who knows how long. Should we really trust that they won't run and tell people that we're murdering people if we loosen their bindings?
You know, that's a really good point. I see what you're getting at. But then again, if they'll have to deal with us if they do. So maybe we should maybe a little intimidation can help out.
They would
maybe.
have already have screamed.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
But maybe you're right. Maybe we just leave him here for now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just loosen their bindings and be like, just don't go anywhere yet.
Are you
I'm gonna,
trying-
Everything will be okay.
Go ahead, Darval.
I'm going to I want to pull out subtly pull out my little wisdom of Torm and say, "Stay put," then tuck it back in.
I'll say, give me a persuasion check with advantage this time instead of disadvantage. They seem kind of, as you produce the holy symbol, Waka kind of backing you up over there. Their eyes kind of go wide as they realize, like, oh, these aren't cultists. These are Like, they must be in disguise. A cultist would never deign to wear that holy symbol.
No kidding.
They both kind of just, like, nod quietly and don't make a sound.
Okay. Now we gotta figure out what to do with this body.
Yeah, the body is... There's just, like, a straw, covering on the bottom of the tent to keep it dry. Just kind of soaking up the blood right now.
Dude. That's not good.
So,
Okay.
yeah, flawlessly executed, but now the repercussions of the tactics here.
I vote we go to phase 2 where we just start sneakily murdering everybody we can.
What if
Sounds fun.
what if you know how I called you in?
Yeah?
What if I go up into like a different tent, right? Well, okay. So are these guys? Is that guy outside of the tent, or is he inside?
He's so of the 4 that are left, or the 3 that are left, excuse me.
Yeah.
These 2 are kind of just like ambiently walking around prisoner camp, like patrolling. One of them is just posted up by Leosin.
Okay. So
What
we
if
do
I
that
just try to
Leosin
call
will last.
one in?
I will say, however,
Yeah.
they're not like patrolling in pairs. Like they 2 of them, like they're wandering around.
Oh,
Perfect.
no. Well then, yeah. Can I like hide somewhere over here and wait for one to kind of like come around and then stab him?
Yeah, you hide in like a nearby hay cart, Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
style.
Exactly. Just like,
Yeah, you can hide in all, but in seriousness, yeah, you can definitely hide one of the tents. I'll say, give me a stealth check. I'm gonna say not at advantage because you are in like a lit area now, but he is kind of just wandering around. Ooh. All right, this is not for his perception. He does get a roll because he's on active patrol. However, I don't think he's gonna beat a 24.
Bring it.
Oh, that actually is pretty close. Hold on, he got a 17 on the die,
Woo.
which brings him to a 22 because he only has +5.
Nice. I got a 17 on the die too.
As he kind of like rounds this corner, Waka, he like is examining the cliff caves as well, doing a decent job as a patrolman, trying to see different avenues of escape. Go ahead and roll same thing as last time, assassinate. If you actually just click the rapier where you crit before, it'll roll another crit.
Oh. Okay.
Because it's already done it once. Like, I mean, clicking the... Yeah, there you go. You got it. You know what I meant. 18 plus 12 is
Can
30.
I reroll that one?
You can reroll the one if you want.
Yeah. 4.
Okay, that brings up to 33, which is massive damage. The 30 by itself would not have been, but that is massive damage. You do more than double his health, as this time just quick in and out through the heart before he's even realized that he's been pricked. Kind of goes down holding his chest as he sees, like, takes the glove away and sees blood, and with a very surprised face collapses.
Put him in the cart.
I'd like to drag his body in the tent.
Yeah, give
Or at
me
least try to
a...
hide the body.
I'll say you can give me a sleight of hand check as you try to hide his body in the camp.
Oh,
Definitely good.
I was in a rush. I heard a noise.
Okay. You're not like rumbled immediately, but he's not well hidden. And you think if you waste more time on it, you could get caught. So you kind of have to leave the body or commit to a riskier second attempt.
Whoa.
How about you find another guard and say, I found his dead body, we need help, and come over here and pretend to show the guard and then kill him.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll kind of not like run out screaming, but I'm gonna kind of rush out between the tents, spot the guy, and go, "Hey, come over here! You gotta look at this."
Give me a deception check.
Oh yeah. I'm terrible at this. Woo! Nice.
And let's see. Insight. Okay. He seems a little wary, but he doesn't say anything. He does, however, draw his sword. And
Makes
kind
sense.
of... Like, it looks like he's drawing it to follow you, basically.
Okay. And I'll kind of like, yeah, point it that way, like, looks like someone tried to hide a dead body. And then, I'd like to look for an opportunity to stab him.
I'd say this time it's gonna be stealth. Well, let's see. I'm gonna make a roll for him, and this roll is gonna determine whether you are at disadvantage or a flat roll.
Okay,
Okay, you're at a flat stealth roll.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, perception. He rolled a 19 for a 24.
Man,
You
that's
guys
advantage.
rolled 17 and 17, and then 19 and 19. Just in sync with the people. He doesn't notice you.
Nice. So, that's another crit.
It is indeed.
Nice. I gotta scroll back up to where that,
Also, the auras weren't working for a second, but I fixed them. We're good now. I mean, yeah, he's very dead.
I'll
Does
just, walk
does
back
Willow
over
see this
and,
happening?
just one guard left.
Out of curiosity, does Willow see this happening?
It's my turn.
The archer's like, wait, hold on.
I'm gonna say, Willa, give me a perception check because you have a bird, and Ander, to see if you see the assassinations.
Wow. Nice.
That does spot you, at least the first time. So, Ander, you know that they've begun moving around killing guards.
Cool, but I'm a mouse, so I can't speak common.
Cool. But I'm a mouse.
How about we've established jump up and down on my shoulder if something important is happening?
Alright.
You see Ander
Basically what I'm
start
doing.
rapidly jumping.
Ahem. And shoot that guy.
All right, seeing that something's kicking off, not quite sure what, you go for the shot here. Make one you already did your stealth check earlier.
Yep.
Does not seem to notice you. Seems he's focused on Leosin. You see he is like walking closer to the monk on the rack. Looks like he's going in to like say something to him. Go ahead and make your shot. This is a, let's see, so this is about 75 feet. Hold on, Pythagorean theorem. Gotta just keep this fucking calculator open at all times, since we have flying people. Okay, so 75 feet, and you are about 50 feet up. The shot is 90 feet away.
Okay, so that means she shoots at disadvantage?
Yes, but you are hidden, which gives you advantage. So this evens out to a flat roll.
Okay.
As
But
you will.
I'm also doing my assassin thing.
Yeah, it'll still count it as an assassination.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh man.
Not good.
Walking
Wait,
on
do you
all
have
my rolls
inspiration?
today.
That is not good. The arrow
What does inspiration do? What does inspiration do again?
lets you re-roll it.
Yeah, so you have one.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to re-roll it? That's probably a good
Yeah.
shout.
Yes.
Alright, I want to erase your inspiration and re-roll it.
All right. I will say it's not as bad as Nat 1. So I'm gonna roll some percentage dice here to see how bad this is. The arrow gets like kind of lodged in one of the tents over here, like gets pierced through. So the final dragon claw does not immediately see that there is an arrow. However, he does hear something. And is going to start patrolling.
Perfect. Now's your chance, Waka.
Now's a chance.
So does that mean my surprise is taken away? Just asking.
You could try to stealth again versus perception, basically.
Okay.
Although I think he is going to, since he didn't kill him, he's gonna whistle. It's like, you two, come here.
Oh my goodness.
Holy
Is he
shit.
talking to... Oh.
He calls two acolytes over. However, he doesn't know where you are, and he's like, I think I heard something. Be on guard. They both kind of incline their heads. You see, they both hold up hands, fingers like arcing with electric power.
Okay.
All right, what's the move here? There's 3 now.
All right. Well, there's no way we would know that. So,
True.
I'd like to talk to Solara and Darvel about what our next plan is. Is this place full of tents, or is this like an actual open space?
That's an actual open space.
Yeah. So now
So
we
there's
have
like
to
from the tent to the next set of tents is like a 85-foot, open ground.
Yeah, so the real question is, do we just release everyone here, tell them to stay? Do we make the crossing? What's the plan?
I think we let them out. Maybe actually, let's wait. Let's see if we make let's cross over, untie everybody, kill the remaining guards, untie everybody, then have a mass breakout to cause panic while we continue to kill people.
Okay.
I feel like at this point, Solara is just getting very, very bored and is just gonna start like yelling at the top of her lungs. My parents are very rich and will not stand for this.
Give me a deception check.
Like that?
Yeah, don't
Well,
do
it's
that.
true.
They are very rich, Ben. It's not a lie.
On
Yes,
scale
but
of,
you
like,
are
1 to
being
10, how well
purposefully
do I know
deceptive. Even if it is true that they are rich. The intention is not that you are willing to ransom yourself. Alright.
Tragic.
The Dragon Claw, it's kind of far away for you guys to hear, but he's just like, that's the new prisoner, let's go.
We do that though.
So here's what's gonna happen. Mechanically, hold on, I'm gonna make a little circle for us to replicate what it's like inside of the tent. This is gonna rely on initiative. Is that the actual size?
Walk back in, right?
Okay, so ignore the actual scale. We'll just kind of, use our heads here. Commoners in the center. You guys can be wherever you want inside. They're coming through the tent flap over here.
Where the dead body is probably like around. Where's the dead
I'm
body?
using Solara as a flesh shield.
Where's the dead body?
So if Waka's behind Solara. Okay.
I'll be like having the dead body behind us.
Okay. So here's what's gonna matter, because they are gonna see probably the dead body here.
Yep.
Alright. So this is gonna come down to initiative. Can you get them in the tent and kill them fast enough?
That's the question.
So before anyone else rolls, let me kind of clear this out for a little bit, because I don't know why I kept everyone's from last time. Okay, now go ahead. Got our Dragon Claw. Got our Acolytes. There's potential.
Do you want Willa and I to get on that initiative order as well?
You can try to shoot them. It's going to be a long shot though, but you might need to kill some before the others get killed or get called.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm sure they heard. I'm sure those who heard Solara here.
Is the exit to the tent small enough that it can be blocked by a person?
Yeah, probably. Okay. Let's reset our order. Willa. Again, all this green circle nonsense is actually happening in this tent. But you see someone getting ready to enter. The three of them look ready to enter. What's your move here?
Okay. So I'm. Yeah. What distance are you thinking?
You can also fly.
You can fly. That is true. That would close some of the distance.
And depending on how tall you are. Okay, so mice don't weigh a whole lot, so they take far less fall damage.
That's not how fall damage works.
It is in real life.
What? Everything falls at the same rate. What do you mean? A bowling
because
ball
of
and
the
feather.
weight difference. Like squirrels don't take fall damage. They can fall from any height.
Okay, well, I guess, yeah. They fall at the same rate, though.
Yeah, but the damage doesn't happen. I was asking for the sake, like, how tall, if they threw Ander, like, if she threw Ander on top of a tent, would that hurt him?
If it was on top of a tent, that'd be the equivalent, I would say, of 3d6 fall damage. 1d6 of which can be negated by an acrobatics check.
I'm good. I don't want to be thrown.
Yeah, that's a lot. Never mind.
In terms of a shot, the nearest one is 126 feet away, but you're hidden, so it evens out to a flat roll. What is the max?
Let me try to do a surprise to try to hopefully get my assassination thing, and then after that, I'm gonna work on getting closer.
Okay. The maximum distance is 320, so you are still within range. Who are you shooting at?
The closest one.
The Acolyte?
Yeah.
Okay, roll damage. And this is... Just click it twice for crit, basically. It's fine. Okay. Also, your sneak... I think we have to change your sneak attack formula, because it's still rolling 1d6.
Yeah,
Should be
Oren,
2d6.
why does it say pierce? Yeah.
But let's see. 2, 6, 11, 14...
Oh, because it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have the sneak attack clicked.
Why did it show?
That's fine. That's enough damage to take out an Acolyte as an arrow thump, hits him in the side of the head.
Woohoo! And I do a little happy dance and I start flying.
Which direction are you flying?
Kind of downward so that he can transform if he wants to.
Okay, are you just going... What's your fly speed?
I think it's the same as my walk, so...
Okay, so 30 feet. Cliffs are 50, so you get 20 feet from the ground.
Okay.
So we'll move you a little bit forward so we know you're about 20 feet off the ground. Darval, what's the strategy here? There's 2 left. I think you're muted, by the way, if you're talking.
It's walking up and stabbing him through the door. Attempting to.
Okay, that is a miss with a 9.
That's not good. We're in trouble, and yeah, that's my turn.
Do you have inspiration still?
I don't have it marked down, so I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, you might have used it last time. All right.
I'm gonna check a couple things first quickly. I want to check some things. I'm still like right in front of the door, so he doesn't get through me. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. It is the Acolyte's turn. You see mutter something in the arcane language and kind of just drags his fingers over his throat. And then in a booming voice that echoes around the canyon. Intruders! Intruders in the camp!
Okay, guys, get ready to fight.
Ander, what's your move here? The Acolyte takes his whole turn to do that.
Okay, I'm still in the air with Willow, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna stay in the air with Willow and delay my turn.
Okay, where are you delaying it to?
I'm gonna delay it after Willa.
That would mean you would be skipping your turn this round, because you'd go all the way back around again.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Don't forget the prisoners are in here are able to move themselves. By the way, don't forget. They're loose enough that they can get out.
Yeah, they're probably gonna run for it in a second.
That's fair.
Hey guys, as a team, are you guys wanting to stick around with that call that they just made, or are we wanting to try to like get out of here?
That's a good question.
Have moved up.
We'll see.
Okay. This dragon fanatic, now that his occult friend is near him, is going to attack with advantage. And you see he starts laughing as he does so. Glory to the dragon goddess! He's going to attack with his scimitar. The highest is a 23.
That hits.
All right. With seemingly, fanatical strength behind his swing, the scimitar deals 11 damage.
Dang.
As you see, he starts laughing again. Solara. Also, I am going to start shrinking some people now that it is becoming very relevant distances.
Can I make it to close enough to attack the dragon claw?
Yes, give me 1 second. Okay. Yes, you can move close enough, no problem in the tent to get to the dragon claw.
Alright. I'm going to move up and then rage. Choosing claws and attack the dragon claw.
All right, take your swing.
Wait, is that reckless?
Yeah.
Reckless. Okay, reckless. That does hit.
Okay.
Just lash out with your claws, dealing 7.
And then
he appears to be
get-
close to bloodied.
I get a second claw attack.
Okay.
Through the claws.
All right, go for another claw. Still a hit.
Okay.
He's on like death's door, but he is still up.
Okay.
Not for long, I'm guessing.
Waka.
So we're still in the tent, right?
Yes, you're in the tent.
And they're guarding the only way out?
Correct. I mean, that being said, it's a canvas tent. It's not a wall.
Ooh, you guys. Okay, so kill some of these guys and then try to bluff later that these guys were the intruders. The ones that you killed. No?
Good.
We
Swap
had
masks.
someone blew it. That's
We could just swap masks around if we try.
You would know that they are wearing different armor. Like Dragon Claws and Acolytes don't wear the same thing.
But yeah, we had to swap outfits.
So like if you switched masks, you would have like a dragon claw mask on acolyte robes.
Or we could swap the robes too.
What's up?
We could swap the robes too.
If you're fast enough, maybe.
I would like to cut a hole in the tent.
Okay, I'll say that's an object interaction.
Okay, cool. So how does running work in 5? Like,
Let me
I
double
know in
check.
Pathfinder, to do like a full run, it has to be in a straight line, and it's time for speed. I don't know what that looks like in 5.
I don't think there is like a run action like there is in Pathfinder.
Okay, so I could just double. Then,
Yeah, well, you also have your cunning action. You could triple move technically.
Yeah. Okay, so I could triple move. And they're coming in. Okay, so I would like triple move. Like that. And kind of just like go up against the wall and into the shadow.
Right.
I know I can't actually hide right now, but that's how
Yeah.
I like to get there.
All right, Willa.
Give me.
Tense moments.
So, Ander, jump up and down if you like this thought.
Okay.
I'm thinking of going over to the monk, trying to free up the monk, and then just try to get up and up to the cliffs again.
He's gonna jump up and down.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
jump
gonna.
up and down.
Is it a triple? Like, how much distance do I have to get there?
Okay, so you are 20 feet off the ground. Basically, it would take... Ander would probably need to free him, because it would take your full, like, triple movement, like, move, dash, bonus action, dash to pull it off.
Okay, so I'll at least try to get there. Swoop down.
Okay. That brings us to Ander.
Alright. I am... Oh, my mouse. I am... Once we get there, I'm gonna leap off and turn into a human.
Okay.
And then just cut his bonds.
If you're purposely cutting them...
Ander, had you gotten the robes from before, by the way? Just curiosity.
Yeah, I would have gotten them and worn them. I don't see why not.
Okay. Alright, you cut through. Do you have a blade?
I believe so.
That's an important question, because otherwise you gotta untie him physically.
Hi, dude, I only have a quarterstaff. That's a little...
In that case, it is a sleight of hand to untie them.
I'm actually just gonna use my other
I have
wild...
a dagger I can pass to him.
See. I'd say you could do that, because all you've done so far is like free action shift out.
Okay. Then I'll take that and cut his bonds. And then I plan on going around and cutting all the prisoners' bonds.
You see, he like kind of drops to the ground and he's just like, I don't know who you are, but we should move quickly. Alright.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start adding people into the order, including Leosin. Not everyone, because not everyone would deign to deal with this.
I kind of just turn to the monk also. I'm like, do you need a weapon, mate, or are you good? You're a monk, right?
My quarterstaff's around here somewhere, but it's fine.
Andrew, can you heal him?
Yeah, I can heal him.
All right, that is.
I use my action to cut the guy, so either way until my next turn.
Yeah, that's your action.
I guess I'll
Darval,
ask
it is
him
you.
if you want to be healed.
Oh yeah, I'll ask him that.
15. Are we making a strategic retreat? That's the question. Yes or no?
It really depends on how strong these other prisoners are. If they're all commoners, then we should try and get out of here with them.
I would almost say if they're commoners, it's like just focus on that monk guy is kind of my thought, but you can do what you want.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do. Question: how hard is it for me to carry Solara?
To carry Solara?
Carry Solara.
It probably a pretty decent athletics check.
Okay. Let me think for a second.
Solara's like ripped.
Yeah, I realize. Okay. Here's my plan.
And I would not be
Happy with this, I'm
happy
sure.
with being carried. I would likely resist that.
Fair enough. I'm going to use my Channel Divinity, Peerless Azabel's action, Peerless Athlete, once I click it, which will give me advantage on athletic checks. And I can carry twice as much.
Jesus Christ.
I'm then going to pick up Solara with an athletics check.
I think it'll be an opposed athletics.
Yep, 18.
I
I
believe,
shall
Solara,
not
you
know.
also have advantage, though, because you're raging.
Oof, wow.
So, Solara roll opposed athletics as well. We'll see if this beats Darval's. Alright. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Okay, so I just throw Solara over my shoulder. Then I'm going to use
it's like when
react-
Shrek like picks up Donkey and just fucking hauls him.
Yeah, exactly. And then, where is the button I'm looking for? Then I'm gonna run out the door that Waka made and unfurl my wings with my once a day. Once I find it, where is this button? There you go, Radiant Soul.
Okay,
And now I have wings to fly.
Holy fuck. Okay.
There's that Solara over my shoulder and just take it to the sky.
Back of my earrings came off. Alright. So his bonus action was the athletics.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say you can get like one movement away. I'll allow it.
Cool. So
For coolness factor.
Yep. Diagonally upwards, out the back. That's about 30 feet, about there,
Alright.
in the sky.
You start flying off at an angle.
With carrying Solara.
It's the Acolyte's turn. You see he looks pretty angry at this. And he is going to chant and throw fire at you. Go ahead and make a dex save.
I'm bent on that. You know, the save, not check, right? But don't advantage for my thing.
Do I also need to do this?
Well,
No, it's okay.
no, I'd say because he's probably he's trying to throw it at Darval to get him to like drop.
Does Peerless Athlete give me advantage on that or not?
Can you do what to it?
Does Peerless Athlete give me advantage on this check?
Let's
save.
see. Let me read it again.
I don't think it does. I'm not sure.
No, because it's dexterity acrobatics checks what gives you advantage on.
Ouch.
Okay, you take 7 fire damage.
Ow. Still up and still flying.
That's Leosin. A perception check. Leosin kind of points at Darval flying away with Solara and turns to you guys and he's like, if those are your friends making a retreat, perhaps we should do the same. And he like points at the cliffs.
I'm not gonna leave these people here. I'm gonna try and save as much as I can before I head out.
He kind of puts his
You can
hand
go
on
up
your
there, mate.
shoulder, and he's just like,
We're coming back.
you do what you feel is necessary, but all of us losing our lives to save these people might be worthless if what this cult is planning kills even more.
Yeah,
And
Andrew,
he...
I'm gonna head out, so if you want to ride.
He's like gonna barely make it to the cliff edge because he's a monk,
Okay, we're coming back. I assume.
and starts just dead, like full-on sprinting. That's the dragon claws. See. He has no ranged weapons, so you see he just starts screaming. He's like, there, they're getting away. Solara, at this point, if you fall, you will take damage.
Okay.
I can't. I forgot you had wings. If you can fly to the top, that's fucking insane.
If
Yeah.
if
pretty
I
cool.
drop rage, am I able to use Ray of Frost while being carried?
Yes, but I believe you. When you drop rage, you're tired, right? Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe that's just only in Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Let's see. Rage for a minute. No, I guess you're good.
Yeah.
Yes. So you would be able to do it. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will drop rage and shoot a Ray of Frost at the Dragon Claw.
Okay. You see, he's like
I'm
angrily
still trying to kill
shouting,
this guy.
fucking spittle flying from his mouth as he just yells in frustration. All right, let's see it.
Tragic.
You see it crackling of ice. It blasts his mask off his face, and you can see the wild
Yep.
look in his eyes.
Yeah.
Here's the question, though.
This is so disappointing.
About 300 feet. Hold on. I gotta check the maximum range here. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna do that. The veterans, some of them are gonna stick around the tent, but 2 of them are gonna press up 30 feet. They are within their 400-foot range limit. However, they are at disadvantage. Andrew and Willow, you guys are gonna have to see the 2 of them in the torchlight surrounding the big tent. They hold up these massive fucking crossbows and try to sight up on Darval. Fire! 2 of them are gonna shoot you at disadvantage. Where's my other? There it is. Bolt 1. With disadvantage, I think that's gonna be a miss. What's your AC now, Darval? 17 or something like that. Mudna? If you're talking, you might be muted.
Sorry.
But
What was the question? Sorry.
what was your AC?
17.
17? Okay. Regular shot would have hit, but with disadvantage, it does not.
Nice.
Alright, second one. Again, same thing. With regular would have hit, disadvantage, it does not. You feel 2 like massive quarrels, just like super thick crossbow bolts zing by you in the darkness.
Oh boy. I have dark vision, so I can see them hitch. But yikes.
Waka. You see 2 of them are flying away. You don't know where the others are. And you're out here in the darkness.
So I'm gonna try to just follow the wall so I can double move 60 feet, and then I'm gonna try to bonus action kind of go stealth.
Okay, and because you're near the rubble piles, you do get advantage on this.
Perfect. Nice.
24, alright. They're only gonna sick 2 of these guys on you. You hear 2 of the guard drakes begin to kind of thunder towards you guys.
Can guard drakes fly?
Can they fly? No, they cannot.
Yeah. Oh, you guess.
They are terrestrial dragon creatures.
Awesome. Cool stuff.
They're these boys. They do have very thick tails,
Right.
though.
Hmm. Noted.
Alright, Willa, what's the move here?
Ander, do you want to ride out?
He kind of just looks down and just like, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna delay until after Ander can turn and jump on me.
Which I'll do on my turn is just turn back into a mouth and jump on
We
Willa.
switch orders again. You turn to a mouse, jump on Willa. It's Willa's turn.
I'm gonna fly as fast as I can.
Okay, move, dash action, bonus dash action, 90 feet. I'd say even on the diagonal, you are at the top of the cliffs. Just boom.
Gore.
Darval, how fast can you fly? That's the question.
30 feet. 30 feet of movement. But before that, I like what Solara was thinking with the ranged spell attacks at this random guy. I'm gonna use one of my spell slots and shoot a guiding bolt at him.
At which one?
The guy whose mask was blown off.
Okay, at the Dragon Claw, go for it.
Yeah.
You hold up one hand, it's like the other hand's desperately holding Solara in place. This bolt of golden energy, boom, streaks through the darkness, kind of lighting up the night sky, and is going to slam into him. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Did I hit the right button?
That
That's the
added it
button.
back in?
Right, I hit the
There
wrong
we go.
button, yeah.
There it is. Okay. Boom. The radiance just kind of washes over his chest, burns away some of the black leather armor. The smoking crater, the dragon claw falls.
Okay, now I'm gonna see this. Alright, now we're getting out of here. I'm gonna move 30 feet away. Towards the cliffs.
Alright, 30 feet towards the cliffs.
Not very far, but...
Assuming we're moving at like a diagonal, you're probably about 40 feet off the ground right now, and
Yeah.
distance from the cliff. Alright, remaining Acolyte. What is he gonna do? I believe you're outside of his range now. Yeah, you're definitely outside of his range on the diagonals. He is going to retreat a little bit and cast Sanctuary on himself to see a sphere of light circle around him. Alright, that's Leosin. Our rescued monk. Let's see, how's he gonna do this? Does he have any climbing abilities? I don't think so. Alright, he does not. He is going to start climbing. You can only move at half speed while climbing if he makes the check. He does make the check, but since he's only going half, he's 40 feet up the 50-foot cliff. But not quite at the top yet. Dragon Claws are not in this order right now. Solara?
I assume the Acolyte who casts Sanctuary is further than 60 feet.
Yeah, he's outside of 60 feet from you now.
If that's the case, there's not really anything I can do, so I'll just, chill. Probably scream some profanities at Darval and the acolyte, but beyond that,
Okay,
not
you
much I
scream
can do.
Phantoms. Chat did redeem for Darval your guiding bolt. You're gonna get that spell slot back. As the chat helps you out with that. You feel your god is very happy with the actions of going against this cult right now. That being said, it is our veterans. I'm gonna give them perception checks. Okay. One veteran.
Thanks, chat.
Another veteran. There, on the cliff! Don't let him get away! One of the veterans is gonna run up. Let's see. He is going to... Actually, I'll have to stay still, because he's going to take the time to load this crossbow. Okay. One of them is shooting at disadvantage against you again, Darval, trying to hit your wings. With disadvantage, it misses. The other one turns, boom, fires towards Leosin, the monk. And let's see... It is going to hit. As the bolt approaches in the darkness, Leosin kind of fully hangs his body off of one hand so the rest of his body can move, arcs his back up, and tries to parry the bolt in midair and try to deflect it. Let's see how much damage he deflects. He deflects all the damage, like twang, thump. The bolt hits the wall next to him as he slaps it away.
Oh.
Waka, you're very well hidden, but are you just gonna stay there for now?
So I was thinking I would like to try to climb, because you said there was like caves all over the place.
Yep.
So I was thinking maybe climb like 30 feet or so, because it's half movement, right? So I can use my standard. And so is there like a cave 30 or so feet up that I could then use a bonus action to hide?
Yeah, I'd say so. Give me a athletics check. All right, you can clamber up. You see there's a couple different caves pinholing this area. Go ahead and make a stealth check as your bonus action. See if anyone can spot that. You do not see anyone looking in your immediate direction.
Awesome.
The guard drake, two of them keep kind of lumbering forward, but they appear to be at a bit of a loss. Because Andrew, you're not really there. You're all up in the cliff in mouse form.
Yes, I am.
All right. Pretty much the only people at risk right now is just Darval, who's almost to the cliff.
All right. It's my turn again?
All right. Ander, are you doing anything special?
No.
Okay. Willa?
Huh. Okay, what's the distance to the guard drake?
The distance for what? To the guard drake? Let's see. Closest one, about 150 feet.
I think I'm just gonna hide.
Okay, go ahead and take your action to hide. Roll stealth.
Action or bonus action?
Hey, Ander, you wanna help me?
You can still use your bonus action to try again.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Cunning action.
Oh,
Okay, that's better.
You should be getting a plus 10.
You are
That's
still
right,
getting the
plus
plus
10
10.
from Ander.
I haven't dropped the spell.
Yeah, you haven't needed to drop it.
So it's a 19 even. Well,
Yeah, so 19 or 29. Well, either way, still hit.
19, I'm sorry.
Let's go 29. Yeah.
29. Darval. believe you are like 1 movement away from achieving the cliffs. Oh, maybe 2. Well, you could double move.
I will. I should have done that. I can double move to the. I'll double move to the cliffs.
All right. So, I'm gonna make. Go ahead.
Solara still over my shoulder.
All right, I'm gonna make one last check for Leosin. He finishes climbing to the top. At this point, I'm gonna put us out of combat. However, we are going to move into a skill challenge.
Oh, snap.
So Leosin's like, quickly, get your friends. We have to get out of here. So essentially, you guys are gonna be able to link up on the, southwestern side. We are gonna do a series of checks for you guys to flee as a group from the cultists.
Alright.
What do you need us to roll?
Okay, so first one. This is per the usual majority rules. There are 6 of you now. Makes it a bit harder. But first thing happens is you guys are going to make a survival check to even just try to start moving around in the dark. Or through the woods at night.
Will
That's
I
not good.
see in the dark? Does that matter?
If you can see, you can do it at advantage.
Okay.
My mouse has dark vision, so 30
Dark
feet.
vision. Survival said I have dark vision, so advantage. Well, there we go.
Advantage as
Yep.
well.
And Leosin got a nat 20. Alright, that is 1 success. Basically, you guys need to get to 3 successes before you get to 3 failures. Alright, next thing that happens. You guys are going to come across one of the various rivers crisscrossing this area. You can ford it. Will, you'll count as an automatic success because you're flying, so that's an auto success.
So under 2.
And or 2, that's right. So 2 successes already, so you just need 2 more. You can choose to either acrobatics across a set of standing stones in the water, or athletics forge it as fast as you can.
Question: how long has it been since we got to this river? Like, is my channel divinity still going?
How long does Channel Divinity last?
I'm checking. It lasts for that's the wrong one. 10 minutes.
I'd say it's still going.
Cool. So advantage on this roll then.
All right, you guys. Solara stumbles, but Darval and Waka, you each kind of help grab her arms and make sure she keeps her balance, make it across the river. That's 2 successes.
I wouldn't help Solara.
I've just been
I'm just gonna
rolling
I'd watch her fall.
terribly today.
I favor.
Next one
Drown.
coming up. You guys have put a good amount of distance between you and the enemies. However, you do need to take some time and try to throw them off the trail. The next check in the chase, you can either roll survival or stealth, representing hiding or covering your tracks. Again, group success is what matters. Leosin is going to go
Is
survival.
Pass Without Trace still up?
It should. It lasts for
Yes,
an hour.
Past That Trace is still up. That's true. It hasn't been an hour.
I got a 13.
I got
13.
Got a 14.
Okay. Pretty good starts there, but not as strong finishes, even with the extra 10. That is going to be 1 failure in the chase. So you guys are at 2 successes, 1 failure. You guys need to make 1 more success, and you're home free.
We can do this. Yeah, we can do this.
All right, you start to hear not like the baying of hounds like a regular chase might have from a castle, but the growls and roars of the various guard drakes and ambush drakes chasing you guys through the woods. All right.
Oh, and extra movement, I just realized.
This next check is going to rely on you guys. Oh, I popped out the window. Why did I do that? Popped out the chat window like a fool. Yeah, you guys are going to roll a group nature check. Pretty low DC, but you're going to try to do what you can to find the best terrain in the land here.
Huh. Hmm. Dude.
I don't have a good bet. Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
I finally got a good roll, and then I look at the other rolls.
All
Yeah.
right. This is 2 and 2.
All the-
Final event. You guys realize that you know do not know this part of the countryside well enough to attempt this anymore, and you know that the last best chance is just you gotta hide. So this is gonna be a group stealth check.
But we have the.
But you do have plus 10, thanks to our druid.
But I'm still in heavy armor.
So let's see what we do
Okay.
here.
Okay,
So
16.
16, 31. Oof, nat 1. But
Look,
35
I got a nat 1 and a crit.
and 19. The
I entered a mouse. Did that maybe give an advantage or something?
what gives you advantage? Because you use a mouse?
Does being a mouse help at all?
I'll say yeah. Well, how much longer are you a mouse? That's the question.
I'm a mouse for an hour, so
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll give it to you.
cool.
With that being true, that brings you up to enough successes to pass the final one.
Woo!
All right, you guys are done with the skill challenge. You guys, hide. Some of you cover up with mud, up in the trees, hiding, in the lean-to of a fallen log, under branches. You begin to hear the various patrols of the cultists and their beasts moving farther and farther afield from you.
Okay, how much XP do we get for that whole shebang?
Okay, it's gonna be a lot, and then we can take probably a bathroom break once we add that all up. So give me 1 second. Turn off my battle music here. There we go. Okay. So, we'll do this piecemeal because it actually, some of it is not even divided. I just give it to each of you. So every character is going to get 250 experience for rescuing Leosin. So everyone gets 250.
Nice.
None of the prisoners have made it out alive yet.
We did free 2 of them after they escaped, so.
Okay, then let's move on to combat stuff. You guys will get another 100 each for finishing the skill challenge. And now let me add up the bodies. You ended up killing 5 dragon claws. So far we're at 350 a person, if anyone's keeping track. Okay, good. You got it on that. Yeah.
Same with Leander.
That's a better way to do it. Okay. Let's see. You guys fought 5 of these bad boys. Everyone gets another 200 on top of all that.
Yep.
Right.
Cool.
Bring us back to the overmap really quick. All right. You guys are in the foothills of the mountains right now. As you guys finally hear the last of the troops fade away, you guys see Leosin, who is kind of like very tense and hiding up one of the trees, kind of like sways and has to like catch himself before he falls down. Just like slowly climbs down.
Need some sleep there, buddy?
It's been a long time since I was free. I'll be all right. He kind of like waves you guys off. Who are you
Go
all?
over and cure wounds on him. By
Oh
the
yeah,
way,
go ahead and do a cure wounds. He's literally at like 5 HP right now, so.
like it's all right, mate. I got you.
How's it looking now?
Still below bloodied.
I'm gonna pump 10 lay on hands into him.
I mean, I could do another cure light wounds.
He is almost at half now.
Alright. Wow, he has a lot of health.
He does have a lot of health.
Alright, I'll do one more Cure Light Wounds. That one wasn't good. But it's fine. It's
Okay.
4.
He's pretty much at bloodied, exactly.
I will use my healing hand ability to give him 3 more health.
3 more?
3 more.
He is exactly at half now.
That's good enough for now. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that, friend?
I feel better, thank you.
I nod. So,
You all-
how long have you been there?
Oh, gods. At least a few weeks.
Do you, by any chance, have any intel that could help?
How long before people normally break mentally?
Well, I imagine others have a weaker focus than I do working in the monastery with my brothers, but I don't entirely believe that Rezmir was trying to break me.
What was she doing?
She was trying to pump me for information.
I blinked.
What information do you have that dragon cultists want?
She needed to know which of her informants had been found. And she also, I think, needed to know, in case I'd already told someone, how much I'd learned about the cult's history.
How much have you learned?
From traveling along the Sword Coast, quite a bit.
Do you have some personal beef with the cult specifically, or just doing a good job trying to keep it in check?
Kind of shakes his head. It's not so much personal. My order tends to go out on journeys to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
I respect that.
Thank you. But the cult's always been around, and I had heard rumors that they were building back up again, but no one believed me, so when it came to be my turn again, well, I decided to head out and see what they were up to. Al, please stop scratching my chair. That is unnecessary, sir. I don't know how much you've learned, but it is my belief they're gathering... Well, I thought they were gathering a hoard for the hatchlings in the cave, but I think it's worse than that.
Hatchlings in the cave? And worse than that?
Ugh. Right. Good.
Look, the cave in there, it's not just where the cultists are based, it's a dragon hatchery.
How many eggs do they have in there?
Are the baby dragons cute?
My character will straight up just start laughing at that. That's awesome.
He's like, I don't know, but if they are chromatic and not metallic, then odds are they will be a threat to the land. Listen, from what I could gather from the informants before I got caught, there's at least 3 eggs in there.
3 egg got smashed.
Even if they are a threat, would they make good exotic pets?
Dragons? I don't think so.
Like, I mean, they're intelligent beings, so it wouldn't be as much of a pet, it would be more of a slave, really.
Like a child. You know.
Does anybody know about how long it takes dragons to hatch?
I'd say if someone wants to give me an Arcana check on dragons.
Nope. I don't know anything about dragons.
Yeah, you're not quite sure, Darvel.
Probably an amount of time.
I think you guys found out some of this before, a little bit before.
We have learned some stuff, but I don't think we have learned how long it takes to hatch.
I'd say an 8 is not enough to narrow it down entirely. You think somewhere between, a couple years and a couple dozen years for them to mature to bigger sizes. It's hard to know. But certainly, years. They're not going to be mature in weeks.
Well, mates, this isn't good.
You said sorry, how long?
At least on an 8, you're not quite. You think, you're making a broad estimate here, but somewhere between a couple years and a couple dozen years. So 2 to 25-ish. You're not quite sure. As you guys are talking about these, but that's the Hoard isn't. I don't think it's just for the dragons, the hatchlings.
Yeah, he says he thinks it's for something worse. What are they planning? Do you know? What do you know?
Look, I don't know how they would even do this, but I suspect a enormous hoard, or as much as they can gather, would be part of it. But as I went around to the various cult informants, it sounds like they're getting ready for the new coming of Tiamat.
Tiamat's coming back?
It's hard for gods to gain a physical form in the material, but it seems like that's what the worm speakers are trying.
How could they even begin to do that? Can I roll religion, see if have any ideas how they could even start doing that? This horde?
I'd say you can make a religion or arcana check. It's gonna be pretty hard DC though. This is very esoteric shit.
Not a clue. Not a clue.
You have no more idea how they would go about this as you would go about bringing your god to the material plane.
Yeah, exactly. Whew. I was shaking my head. That's crazy. I know cult fanatics are crazy, but that's crazy. On one hand.
It's getting heavy.
On the other hand, if they do have a way of doing it, we have to stop them. We cannot let Tiamat emerge onto this plane of existence.
I agree. I am planning when I can to return to the Brotherhood and see if I can mobilize some of the monks, but we cannot allow her to rise.
On this we agree.
Look,
I'm going to look at everybody else and say, I'm not going to force any of you to come with me on this. But if Tiamat rises, we're all as good as dead. We might be the only one in a position to actually fight back here with this knowledge we have. Will you help me?
Nods.
Well, you have my vote, mate. I'm in.
We need to have a serious conversation on not join.
About what?
That might. So I think I'm gonna pull Lara and Waka aside. We have to have a conversation.
Okay.
Very well.
You could do that.
You guys do. Leosin's oh look, I can help, perhaps, if you re-enter the camp, but I should get going soon. I can at least teach you some of the signs to sneak around easier.
That would be
not yelling in the middle of our sneak attack. Yeah, that's kind of a key opportunity move right there. That's a great suggestion.
Look,
Yep.
It was boring. We went there to have fun and kill cultists, and you guys wanted to just sit around and do nothing.
This is the conversation we need to have. I'm not gonna party up with a psycho who doesn't know what the word stealth means after agreeing to a stealth mission.
Leosin kind of hears your guys raise voices, and he's like, "Look, everyone, let's calm down. There's no standing army close enough here. The closest one might be... maybe you could get some forces from Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep, but it'll be weeks before they get here. You all need to work together if you're going to stop this camp from pulling off whatever they're trying." Now,
So one of my character traits is that I'm pretty good at diffusing any amount of time.
okay. Is it like via dances or?
Oh, that would be awesome. But no, it was one of the things that I picked for my character, like
Yeah, one of the background things.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I kind of like the dance idea. I'm going with you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But so yeah. So I think I'm gonna just chat with Solara and Waka and just talk about teamwork. And it's like, Solara, I think Waka's gonna leave if you don't make a promise that if that situation were to come up again, that you wouldn't act differently.
Like, not just
Yeah, okay, I can agree to that. I want to see the baby dragons, and I'm willing to do as I'm told to get that opportunity.
Leosin looks like he's about to like fall asleep. He's been like tortured for so many days, but he's like, "All right, we're making progress. Okay." Under Willa's kind of like calming tone, the adrenaline and tenseness of the last couple hours is starting to drain away. As guys realize it is getting pretty late.
We should establish a watch order.
Definitely. I don't think the monk should be on that list.
I completely agree. Same with the one without dark vision.
Agreed, and I'll take that latest, darkest time again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Leosin looks fucking relieved that he does that no one asked him to do it.
So, I'll look at Solara, you and me. You want to take first watch, you want to take last watch?
I'll take the last watch.
I'll take the first watch.
So it's Darval, Ander.
I don't think Anders, he doesn't have dark vision, does he?
No, but I would rather take the last watch.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
so near the dawn.
Oh, right.
So what? So Darval, and then the next one I guess would be like the dead of night. So Willa, and then Solara also has dark vision. And then what?
And maybe
Waka, Ander.
Maybe Waka and Ander should go together for the early morning.
Yeah, you guys can try that.
Yeah, either or, yeah.
Also, here's an idea. If Solara and me switch, I could use my light cantrip before I go back to go to sleep. Just like, unless I need to concentrate. Does it need concentration? Light cantrip probably does.
I think light's concentration, yeah. Oh no, I guess not.
No,
I guess the only limit is that you can't, like, if you cast it on other stuff, it goes away.
Yeah, but I can give you an hour's light before as the sun starts rising if you guys want.
Okay, so in that case, let me reverse that.
Does that work for you, Solara?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll see what comes up with that. I'd say it's a good place to take a quick, bio break here and come back in 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right.
As we contemplate our next moves. All right, we will be back in 5.
Arr, back.
Arr, the
I get
rogues
that.
be back.
I get your pain. I get your pain.
Oh my lord. Okay. So let me refresh myself on y'all's order, and we're gonna see if any shenanigans are gonna happen. All right. You guys are actually able to make it through the night undeterred.
Sweet.
Nice.
Get all that stuff back, including health.
By like 1%. I was like 1% away from encounter. Okay.
Health. I land hands back. I get my wings back. I get all my stuff back.
Same here.
Leoson is healed, but I believe he still has at least one level of exhaustion right now.
Wait a second. Wait a second. That's not right. I continue, but I just realized something. I have the wrong channel video plugged in.
All right.
We're along with this catch.
Right. So Leoson would kind of bring you guys. He's like, I don't know if you would see me as more of a help or a hindrance, but what's your plan?
Asking the real questions. We also have to go back there.
What did you say?
We have to go back there. More people we need to free, and we need to deal with these eggs.
He nods.
Why don't we just start from the top, like that little guard tower, attack it, and then just take out a bunch, like retreat for a day, go back, just like slowly.
Guerrilla
whittling.
tactics. I like it, mate.
You haven't tried that?
Leoson's like, it could work. I don't know how long they would stick around, though. I mean, I imagine bringing the gold to this like random place isn't probably their final destination.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold to move. We'd be able to note it.
That's
Sure.
true. It would take them a while.
Are
How easy
the
to move a hatchery, though?
Okay, this is probably totally off, but is there some sort of like a biological need dragons to be around gold?
To a certain we also would say like to a certain degree, yes. Different dragons can hoard different things, but it can accentuate their growth if they have a hoard around them.
That's wild, but okay.
So
Are
that's
the-
why they're collecting all this gold baby eggs. Instead of 25 years, it's like 2 years.
He stops to think about it. He's like, possibly. I don't know how much it affects it, but
Good to know.
they don't just make hoards for fun.
Well,
are
yeah.
the eggs currently in the cave? In that cave?
He nods like they're in the hatchery. I haven't. That was where I got caught.
Is there a lot of defense, like security in there?
Like, I didn't make it that far in. I know they always have a couple of those Dragon Claw fanatics near the entrance. I know Rezimir hangs out there a lot. Various levels of cultists. I don't quite know what else, but I heard noises that didn't sound like draconic and didn't sound like common. So perhaps other beasts?
Alright. Well, I was gonna recommend me going into mouse form and going in that cave and trying to smash the eggs, but there's too many maybes.
Like, perhaps it could work, but just, be careful.
I like Waka's plan.
Are the caves like individual caves or like a system of connected caves?
From what I could tell before I was caught, it's a bit of a warren in there, kind of a multi-leveled cave system.
Can we enter from a different cave?
That's what I'm wondering.
Do we know how hard the eggshells are? Like,
Look, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what degree of hardness the eggshells have.
Well, we gotta just, take them with us and chuck them into the ocean. Hopefully.
Fair enough.
Why-
He's like,
why didn't
there
one
were
of you
lots of
wants-
overlapping cave
Dragon?
systems. Perhaps there's back ways in? I didn't look.
Fair enough. I don't think just slaughtering all the guards before we move in to an unknown area where more guards could be is necessarily the right approach. But
If it helps your planning, I can bring us back to the raider part.
yeah, good call. Oh. I do like the guerrilla tactics idea, but I think we need to accelerate the clock instead of just a few nights. Maybe every few hours we just take a few of them out.
yeah.
Wait till nighttime, we have the cover of darkness. Use our pass without trace. Go from there. Have the heavy hitters stay back, like on the cave, like in the caves until everyone's gone, and just go from there. I can always fly Florida down if need be. If things go south.
I was kind of thinking maybe, the heavy melee fighters kind of start the fight, and then we'll back you up with range and stuff.
That's also an option.
Yeah.
We could try that.
Okay, so where are you guys approaching from then? What's the final angle?
Oh, we should.
Maybe like, I was kind of thinking somewhere up here to where the archers hide up on the cliff and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And do you want Leosin with you?
If he's feeling
Really?
up to the task to help
Yeah.
support the melee fighters, yeah.
I'm still weakened, but I'll stick with you as long. I'll get you to the cave entrance, and then I'll have to leave.
That's all we can ask for then.
All right, so he'll post up with you guys as well. Let's get rid of those dead guys over there. All right. So if you guys are approaching from the, north corner of the valley, so the archers want to go up on the cliffs. That would put you out of regular range.
Are there any caves they can get into that'll put them where they can hide and be in range?
Let's
That
just
high
find
up?
caves halfway up. I'd say you can make a survival check so you can find a cave that'd be optimal.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can Willa meet?
Yeah, other people can roll for it too. It doesn't have to just be you. Don't think Leosin's good at it, so I don't know how much help he'll be.
So Willa will just aid me.
Oh yeah, Will could aid you. Sorry, so the rogues scouting together, you guys would find one probably about halfway up, which I think does put you within... I'd say be able to find that puts you within range of, like, the first two, but probably the back two might be a little bit hard. Although I guess the back two have cover anyway, so
I'm okay with that.
We'll be taking care of the back ones anyway. So you're that guy. If they go for the front ones, we'll go for the back ones.
This fight will be kind of a mix of theater of the mind and, actual stuff, just because of scale.
Yeah.
Fair.
Huh?
All right, so we could say, basically take the time. You guys can sneak in a position over there because you made the survival check. What's the plan for the other four of you? Are you guys just like, coming up over the hill at full speed?
I'll basically be in my bear form, so
Probably.
Yeah.
just try and take out as many. Just try and stay in front.
All right. Hill
Here's my
elevation.
question. Once this 1 sec, this area of kobolds is dealt with, all these guys around here, are you gonna retreat in and come back in a bit, or just keep going down?
Press the hill there.
Probably depends on how the rest of the camp reacts.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
That's a little
Then
too
how
far.
well we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
All right.
I'll do one thing before we go in. I want to do one thing first.
Yes.
On our melee party, everyone besides me in our melee party, I'm gonna cast Bless.
Okay. Everyone's got the D4.
So the melee, so Leosin, Solara, and Ander.
All right.
Yeah.
And Anders in. Hold on. Let me get your bear token out. 1 sec.
Thank you.
Nope, that's the wrong
You
part.
just give me like a lot of tokens that I
I
can
don't.
deal with.
I am concentrating on this, by the way, so I'll need to remember to make checks when I get hit.
Yes, that is very true. Yeah, I should just start giving you token sheets. Okay. So we got the bear. Is it large sized?
Yes.
Bear.
Oh my goodness, the bear is big as the tower.
Yeah, this is where
Well,
scale gets a little silly.
I'm gonna mutter a little prayer to Torm as I bless you all.
Cool.
All right, let's give you. Hold on. Controlled by. Okay, you should get it. You can move it now.
Okay.
All right, so basically, you guys get to about here before you are spotted. And then it's just kind of initiative if you're all running in with a giant bear.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right, let me clear out the order, then we can roll in. And I'm gonna start with only kobolds in, and then as more people realize, they might roll in as well.
Trash roll.
Good news is you guys have killed a lot of kobolds now. You know what their
Did it
deal
work?
is. Let me get Leosin in on this amount of shenanigans.
Is there a feat for improved initiative in 5e?
I think it's does the alert feat give a bonus?
That should get that.
Yeah, you can't be surprised, and it gives you
Yeah.
+5 to initiative.
I should take that next time I get a chance to do that.
And other creatures don't gain advantage on you if they're unseen. So it's like the anti-rogue feat, basically.
Good to know.
Alright, I think we got everybody in. Let's sort this out. So... Wow, that was a lot of... I just looked at the order after I sorted it. That was a lot of very low rolls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay, Waka. You see the party crest the hill. The kobolds start chattering in Draconic in confusion and perhaps a bit of worry.
All right. Well, I'll take out this first cobalt.
Okay. Got major deja vu. What the fuck? I mean, probably because we kill a lot of kobolds, I guess, but I feel like we've been in this scenario before. Yeah, that's a hit. I mean, I don't know if you have any inspiration left, but you're gonna get it back, because that's automatically a crit from Assassin, and to do massive damage to a kobold, I feel like I should not. I'll allow it for this final fight with the kobolds. After this, they don't count for free inspiration anymore. Because you're gonna do like quadruple damage, basically.
Yeah. one cobalt down, and then I'll do bonus action stealth.
Arrow just kind of sails through. One of the kobolds you guys see as you're running in just comes like plummeting off the tower, clutching the arrow. Stealth, let's see if the kobolds have any idea where that first shot came from. They super don't, and they're very confused.
Nice.
Alright, that's the kobolds. One is going to take his action to... He pulls out like a war horn, just blows it from the top. So that's going to start rustling up the other kobolds. So we'll see how much they can get involved here. Gonna start double moving. Alright, all the back ones are double moving. One of the top guys did the horn, but two of them are gonna... you see they put like a little bit of like lead-weighted shot into their slings. Hurl it towards you guys. This is gonna be a disadvantage because slings... I don't think anyone's within 30. Let's double check. Bear, are you within 30? Bear's within 30. Alright. 2 at the bear.
Okay.
Alright, first one... 19. Second one, 4.
Okay, cool.
So, 1 definitely hit, 1 definitely not. Where the hell is my D4? There it is. Okay, we're good. You're gonna take 6 damage.
From
This heavy lead ball just thunk takes you right in the head and just really pisses off the bear. Alright, Willa, that's you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the one that just shot the bear. I'm gonna
Alright.
with my surprise.
Thump. I mean, double damage from all that from Assassin. Another one goes down for sure.
Another one bites just in my
I just thought about that.
Another one gone, and another one gone. 16
Does that
though.
one get inspiration?
I said I'd allow it for this final battle, so yes.
I'll just, making sure it's actually...
After this, kobolds no longer count. I'm gonna have to institute like a CR appropriate sub rule. You guys can't, hunt rabbits for inspiration. Holy hell. Okay. Kobolds are dropping. Solara, that is you.
Enough of your blast.
How far forward can I run?
Regular move 30 feet. Double will be 60.
I will...
Unless, do you have fast movement yet as a barbarian?
Not until level 5.
Okay, yeah, I was pretty sure you didn't have it yet, but...
So I will just, run 30 feet, and then... yeah, I'll dash the other 30.
Puts you right next to kind of the, base of this wooden tower. Leosin is a monk, but he might be out of range of stuff here. He also doesn't have his precious quarterstaff back yet.
Could you have made one out of a tree before you did this?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
He did have some stuff hidden in his boots, though.
Nice.
Of course he did.
So he's gonna run up here. And you see out of one boot as he's sprinting, he's gonna pull it like a dart and just like straight arm throw it towards let's say that's range. He'll try to take out this guy over here. Darts aren't a huge range, but he will attempt it. Ugh, if it wasn't at disadvantage, it would have been a crit, but it does still hit even with disadvantage.
Nice.
That's cocked. Let's roll that again. Dealing exactly the 5 health the kobold has. The dart goes through one of its eyes, and like this one was one of those a double move, so like as it's at a dead sprint, it just topples to the ground. Darval.
Okay, so I have 30 movement. Okay. I will
Well, it is
move to
from
get
the.
right
Make sure you're measuring from the front of your token too, because I think that was from the back.
point.
Don't want you to short yourself there.
Can I get up? Can I get like right next to that
I'd
kobold?
say you. Well, I mean that's next to the tower, but
Oh right.
you could get next to the
tower.
tower though. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, okay, I'll get up next to the tower.
All right. Any action?
Can I climb up to the ladder to the tower?
Yeah, it has a ladder, so there's no check needed. You can use the other
Yeah,
30.
Yeah.
Let me move some of the bodies out of the way.
I'll get into the tower. Try to fight them.
You summit the tower as they both look at you in shocked horror. One of them dropping the war horn, one of them dropping a sling.
Hello.
Ander, aka Bear Bander, if you will.
Yeah. The bear is going to run. Let me. Oh. Okay. The bear is going to run 80 feet.
Jesus
Spend an entire
Christ.
turn going over here.
The kobolds look very scared. It's just as the like great loping stride of the bear just hammers into the dirt. All right.
Yep. That's my turn.
So that is back to the top. Before you go, Waka, the alarm has been raised. So I'm gonna start rolling in other types of units, even though they are very far off.
Makes sense.
Guards. Well, they have bows, I suppose. That's possible. Oh, they would have had to been replaced. I'm gonna move some guard drakes and a veteran. They would have started down at the prison side because you guys killed all the prison guards.
Yeah.
And I don't think this will become relevant in this fight. Resumir's not here, first of all, so don't worry about that. But I am gonna roll Furlum Mondath into it. Nat 1 on her initiative for a 1. Alright, Waka, now it is actually back to you.
Alright. So that kobold is actually outside.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna shoot that one.
Alright, you're hidden from them, so this is at advantage, and it's within bow shot, so it doesn't go back down to regular rolls.
Oh yeah.
Let's see it. That'll hit, for sure. Another one taken out mid-sprint.
Nice.
Rolling through kobolds. Makes you wonder why they trusted them with one end.
Right.
Mainly it's because they didn't want to hang out with kobolds, to be honest.
I mean, would you?
Alright, go back.
That's fair. Alright. Veterans. Don't mind me, just starting to move a shitload of people. That's 60. 60. This guy. 60. Alright, my guard drakes. Oh, sorry, there's one more veteran up here. How silly of me. How could I not notice? Guard drakes.
It's alright if you forget about him.
I'm definitely gonna forget someone before the end of this battle. There's no way. And then Guard Drake. Actually, no. He would be ordered to fall back. 2 of the guard drakes are going to start falling back to the tunnel entrance. All right, cultists. The next part of the Hoard. That way. You can see all their auras like lighting up as they become valid combat participants. Okay. It's a lot of double movement. Kobolds. Yeah, they're just gonna wrap around him there. Here. Okay. Alright, a lot of them had double move. I'm gonna say Scale's kind of messed up here, but one of them's gonna attack with advantage on the bear with a dagger or short sword. It's a hit for 2 damage on the bear.
Okay.
Then the only other ones who are able to attack this round are gonna be the 2 up by Darval. They're both gonna like free action, drop the horn, drop the sling, object interaction, draw their weapons, and they're both going in. Sorry, daggers, not short swords, but they're both going with their daggers with advantage. Okay, first one advantage. 2 and a 3 on the dice. Nope. Second one with advantage. Defensive fighting fucking saves you again. 16.
Nice.
You like leap up there and just start like parrying things away with your sword. All right, that's the guards. Let me see if they can even do this. What's the max range on your guys' short bow? It's 360. Let me double check. 320.
20. Yeah.
Okay, you're way outside the range of the archers in the tower, so that's not going to be a thing. But one of them is close enough to move up 30 feet and take a horrendous shot at Darval with disadvantage. Or no, maybe not. Oh, yeah, you're at 325 out of 320.
Ooh.
You see, like, shoots a wild arrow, but it just doesn't get anywhere near you. Solara, you're at the base of the tower. Those 2 next to you are at the top of the tower. This guy is actually on the ground next to you. And all the other kobolds are on the ground except for those 2.
I will ignore the 2 in the tower, run up to the one next to me on the ground, and just swing at it with my axe, not reckless.
It's not reckless. Okay, go for the swing. That does still hit, even with without reckless. Barely alive.
Barely.
Wait, it's that prisoner from last night! It's them! It's them! Willa.
Yeah, let us.
Clearing out some bodies. That time is a miss, though, as he hits the deck.
He just knows arrows are coming everywhere.
Yeah, truly, he's just like he's like running serpentine, even though he can't see. 19. All right, so now who else is in range? Okay, from the angles, the only people that are gonna get perception checks on to see where Willa is are kobolds, cultists, guard, veteran. Okay, kobolds, no. Cultists, also no. Guard, also no. Veteran. Oh, actually, maybe. 19. The veteran with the heavy crossbow is like, there in the caves! As he, like, racks another bolt onto his longbow. That being said, he only has seen you so far. He hasn't seen Waka yet. Darvel.
Do this. Attack one of the kobolds in the tower with me.
That is a
14.
hit. 6 damage. Another one is down as you cut into its chest, and it stumbles back and just kind of tabletops over the railing, plummeting down.
Nice.
Alright, Leosin. Can't quite make it. He's going to use his other dart and try to finish that one off to free up Solara. He is close enough now, though, so not disadvantage. Hits. This one straight to the neck, another kobold down. He's like, I'm out of darts, it's fists or nothing. And that is going to be Ander.
Alright. Is this cobalt that's in front of me right next to Darval?
The one in front of you is on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Darval's
Then
up in the tower.
I'm going to move where I can be as close to as many of them. And I'm going to swing at the one on the ground.
Okay.
I
You
believe that
move
gives me
into-
advantage, right?
Into the pack. What gives you
Yep.
advantage?
He's prone on the ground, right?
They're not prone.
Oh, you just on the ground? Oh, I see what you mean on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. They're up in the tower. He's like at ground level.
Okay.
But you are correct. If he was prone, that would be advantage.
Alright, then I'm going to bite the one on the left. 16 to hit.
That will definitely do it.
With 9.
You crunch your teeth into its skull. Another one goes down.
And then I'm going to hit the one right next to him. With claws, since I have 2 attacks. That's 17.
Also a hit.
And that's 14
I mean,
damage.
absolutely. That is massive damage. So go ahead and take an inspiration if you don't have one.
Cool.
Alright,
And that's the end of my turn.
Mondath. God, does Mondath have some shenanigans she can do? Not yet, she doesn't. Okay. She'll just move up. Alright, Waka.
Alright, I think I'm gonna shoot this cobalt there. That's still within range. Ooh, nice. So,
You are hidden and it's within range, so that does hit, because advantage.
yeah.
That was on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Another kobold bites the dust.
Nice. And then I'll attempt to hide. Yeah.
Okay.
4.
Again, the veteran in the front, this time on a nat 20, is just like, there's 2 of them!
So rude.
Can he hit with disadvantage? Yup. But let me move up the others first. Veteran's actually going to move back to go over there. Oh, can he make it? This is going to be the longest fucking shot if he can make it. No, he cannot. Okay. Okay. All the other veterans have moved. The only one that can make a shot is this boy over here. This is going to be at disadvantage against Waka. Many freaking things open. Alright, disadvantage. Lower one is a 10 as you hear thump. Heavy bolt lodges into the cave roof above you.
Rude.
Alright, that is the Drakes. One of those two are starting to guard the cave entrance. My other two precious boys gonna start running up. Gonna zoom out for the stream to see the horde approaching. Okay, cultists. They are melee focused, so they're gonna keep just sprinting the fuck up. Alright. That is them. Kobolds. 2 pushing up on the bear for advantage attacks. 1 on Darval. I'll start with Darval. Nat 1. 2 on the bear. Both at advantage this time. Through that. D20 on the ground. A crit on the bear. And a hit on the bear. So, alright. The crit. 6 damage. The regular.
Okay.
3 damage. Guards. Everyone else is still crazy out of range, except for this guy, maybe. Oh, baby. Going for... Actually, let's see if we can hit Darval, because you're in the tower. Yeah, disadvantage on Darval. Alright, bow shot. Highest is a 17. That will hit.
That hits. Oh wait, do we have advantage?
He did. That was. Or sorry, the lower was 17.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
It was a 19 and then a different one on the dice.
Gotcha.
That is 5 damage. Just thump, arrow lands in your arm.
Ow.
Solara.
Okay. I will just move up and dash towards the cultists.
Hell yeah. Just twirling your massive weapon overhead as you close in this open battlefield.
My weapon would probably be put away at this point.
Okay, still. Oh, then just got the. Okay. Just full sprinting at them then. Willa.
Okay, let's measure. No.
So you can hit them, but it'll be-
Okay. Yeah, let's just go for a cold.
Okay. Kobold's a straight roll. 22, yep. And another
Oh, I guess
kobold
that would-
down.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to hide.
Alright, let's see if we can retreat far enough in the cave to not be seen. It's pretty good. Damn it, the winged one's in cover. I can't see her. Can you guys hear me
There we
now? Okay. Internet
Yeah.
just
Yep,
like
we
cut
hear you.
out for a second. I don't know what that was about. But I can hear you guys again. Okay. Anyway, yes, that 5 is still enough to kill the kobold, and now it is Darval's turn.
Cool.
There's still one more kobold in here with me, right? With my sword.
Yep, there's still one within reach.
14.
Paddle to it.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
And 12 damage.
Damage. Yeah, that final kobold is toast.
Cool. And then with that, I'm going to go 40 feet. Yep, I'm just going to go 40 feet. Alright. And that's my turn.
Right. 60 feet. Right. In a burst of misty light, Mondath is starting to get closer.
Ooh, Misty Step.
Waka.
Okay, so I'm thinking I'm gonna spend my turn climbing down the base.
Okay. Make an athletics check. That'll do it. You can make it to the bottom.
Perfect. How high was that? Like, was that 1 or 2?
You guys were halfway up the cliff, so I'd say that's one movement to get down.
Okay, and then I would like. I'll dash there with bonus action and a break.
All right. The armies approach each other. Veterans. Shot through the tents. Don and Leosin. The other veterans get closer. This veteran is backing up to secure the cave. One veteran can take a shot. There's a disadvantage at Leosin. Still hits. Leosin is going to attempt to deflect it. And he's going to see if he can negate all the damage. Leosin manages to partially move the bolt, but it still scrapes his arm on the way by, but only dealing 5 instead of 10. Guard Drakes rolling up as well. Cultists. Let's see if any of them can close the distance here. Yup. Nope, gonna have to double move. Bit too far. Back him up a little bit. And the others. These boys. Alright, that is all the cultists. Kobolds are out of the order now. So it's guards. The question is anyone in range of the back guards yet? Not yet. Oh yeah, but not by a lot. One guard, however, gonna keep moving up 30 feet, and is going to take a shot with disadvantage at Solara. Lower one is nat 1, so it does not hit. Solara, that is you.
Solara will just pull out her axe and attack one of the cultists, not reckless.
All right. Go for it. That is a hit. Cultist is bloodied, but manages to stay alive as the great axe bites into his ribs. Willa. What are you doing as the horde gets closer?
Okay, let me measure. That's still disadvantage down here, right?
Yeah, that'd be a disadvantage.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do similar to Waka. I'm gonna start working on.
All right, you begin to work your way down the cliff. Go and make that that athletics check.
I'm just gonna fly.
Oh, right, you can fly. Duh. You don't need to. So yeah, you can just swoop down as one movement, so you still have a lot of your turn left.
Cool. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm gonna shoot somebody. Let's go for just. I'm gonna still kill. Kill still. Whatever. This guy right here. The one that's working with Solara.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Yeah. So.
And he's engaged in combat with a melee person, so sneak attack applies.
Yes. Okay. Awesome.
That is a hit. Don't think he's gonna live through this, but let's see what the damage is. He goes to raise his scimitar, cutlass towards you, Solara. Just arrow takes him in the side of the head, and you see him drop. You look over and see that your archers have, kind of getting closer in the fray.
And happy dance and hide.
Alright, you are behind the tents, so there is still cover. Remember, if you get any closer, you do need cover from people to hide.
Yep.
But yes, go ahead and roll that stealth check.
Not the greatest.
Not the best. Well, those are two pretty low rolls. No, you do get away with it. They rolled a 4, a 5, and a 6.
Yes! Okay,
Plus
I
their
thought
bonuses,
that
but
too.
bonuses is not enough. I can't believe that was enough to stealth. Okay.
I know, that's crazy. I'll take it though.
Good God. All right, Darval, that is you, and you're already at ground level.
Awesome. So guys, let's advance this fight, huh? All the way to the back. I'm going to use an action to activate my Radiant Soul again. Give me some wings.
Boom.
And other shenanigans.
Flowing wings, phew, luminous and incorporeal sprout from your back.
Cool. Then I'm going to move up. How far can I go? Let's see.
Still 30 feet, I believe. Or what's the speed on them?
Speed increased by 10 feet. No, it doesn't. No, not 10 feet. Sorry, it doesn't increase speed. It just has more normal speed.
Okay, so you can move 30 feet because that was your regular action.
I'm reading it 1 second. Dude, fly, don't I? Yeah, I think so.
You shed bright light, dim light.
1 second. That's that. 1 sec. It's going to be right. Moon soul. Huh. Do I not get to fly? Was I wrong about that?
I thought you got to fly.
Oh,
with
there
it,
we go. I got it. During it, you have flying speed of 30 feet.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say I was pretty sure you do with that ability.
I'm trying to carry over to the thing, but yes, I do have flying speed of 30 feet.
Yeah.
So I used to beeline it for the big fight.
All right. Boom. You take off and start beelining it towards them.
Yep. As my action, I can only move once, so I will put it about there.
All right. And then Leosin. Well, what is he gonna do?
You don't want to be next to me while I'm radiant, because you'll start taking damage if you're too close to me.
Okay. Leosin is going to do 3 punches and try to disable the guards in front of him. Oh, damn. He can do this other stuff too. Okay. So the first one, let's see if it hits. It does not. Second one does hit in a crit. So it is a crit, so that's going to be, holy crap. Where's my other one? There it is. He whiffs a roundhouse kick and then comes back up, grabs the guy's head, and just snaps the neck to the side. One of them drops. And his final punch does hit. Does not kill the guy. However, the guy has to make a save now. He hits the guy, bloodying him, and kicks his sword away from him.
Nice.
He is now unarmed. Ander.
Alright, the bear is just gonna keep running. Run up to you guys. Spend its old turn to... Oh, I can actually go further.
What's this? I thought the bear's speed was 50.
No, the bear's speed is 40.
That's 40, okay.
Yeah, the lion's speed is 50.
Ah, okay, that's what I was thinking of the lion.
Yeah, no, the bear is just 40. So I just run up and meet this cultist, and then that's the end of my turn.
Gotcha, okay. In that case, Mondath. First, let's move her 30 feet. God, everyone's so far away. Alright, she's going to take her glaive, slam it to the ground, and cast a spell on one of her wardens. Seems to be guarded in a blue bubble. Alright, Waka, that is you.
Alright, so I'm gonna move like right there.
Okay.
I should have enough. Yeah. And I'm gonna shoot that cult.
Alright, you lean around the bear, try and go between the legs.
Your legs are too fat.
Yeah, that you take extra care, like, not to shoot your friend, but because of that, you do miss.
Alright.
Alright, in that case, let's toss it over to the veterans. People are gonna start being in range now.
Oh boy.
Still at disadvantage. Oh, this guy still gets 30 feet as well. Alright. Yep. Alright, all of them are in range of starting to shoot people now. One is going for Solara, two are going for the bear. All at disadvantage. Solara, the higher one is a 19.
Hits.
Bolt slams into you for 5 damage. Mr. Bear, lower one's a nat 1 on the first one.
Nice.
And a 12 on the next one. I think you're 13.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, double check what the bear is.
Nope, that hits my armor class of
Okay.
11.
He does hit then. For 3 damage.
Okay.
Kind of taking these wide shots here. The 2 guard drakes that are coming are starting to just go ballistic. They want to get in this fucking fight. But they still have a ways to go. Cultists.
Puny creatures.
Ooh, okay. Mondath is like, idiots, slower, form a line. And they are going to move and then take the defense action to give disadvantage. switch those spots around. Okay. That is the cultists. You guys are still out of range of the back watchtower. Which point Mondath is going to tell them to get off their asses. They are going to spend the turn going down the ladder, getting ready to climb down. But the guard that is nearest is going to press up another 30 feet. Is he still outside? Oh, yeah, he's still outside. All right, disadvantage shot at Zabear with a short bow this time. That is a miss. All right, Solara.
Okay. Solara's going to move up 30 feet, and then using one of the spells from her Tiefling bloodline is going to cast Armor of Agathis as a second level spell.
Okay.
Which gives 10 bonus hit points, and then any creature that hits with a melee attack takes 10 cold damage.
Nice. Okay.
And then is... How do I add the temporary hit points?
I usually keep track of it just in a separate bubble, like the red bubble or something. Or you can just add 10 to your overall health. And
I'll just keep track of it in the red bubble.
Okay. Either way.
And then as my bonus action is going to rage, choosing claws.
Hell yeah. You kind of run your hand from like hip to shoulder over your chest, and just frost begins to form into this breastplate. And then your claws extend as you go into the rage. Willa.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
Ooh.
Unfortunately, yeah, the nat one is not gonna do it.
Oh, I'm gonna inspire that.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Inspiration roll. Go for it. That'll do it. Who is that on? The nearest cultist?
Yeah, that cultist right there.
Alright. Go ahead and roll damage. Another cultist thump, goes down. We drag their bodies out of here.
I'm gonna hide too.
Alright. Okay. The commander is gonna tell, like, behind the tents, just advance carefully. Alright. Next is Darval, who is currently flying.
Yep. But not much about the air, just in the air a little bit. I'm going to move 30 feet. Let me do it again, sorry. Where did that put me? So
Yeah.
about...
Also, if you click on it and hold Q while you're dragging it, it'll like auto do it when you let go.
That's cool. So move there. Can I see this veteran from where I am? Or is
Yes.
Randall away? How far is he?
He's
Not too
200
far,
feet.
okay. I can move again then. Just move again. So I'm gonna pretty much move up. Actually, what do I want to go? I'll still be. I'm gonna move diagonally upwards to like about here.
Okay. You move up,
Make
kind of
sure I'm-
hovering over them.
Yeah, but I want to make sure I'm not in 10 feet, and so they get zapped by my wings.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be over there, high enough over their heads that they're not getting zapped by the radiant damage.
If you do stay within 10 feet of me, that keeps my rage going, doesn't it?
Technically,
God,
yes.
I will, in that case, do that. I'll get close to Solara. You take 2 radiant damage
All
from my
right.
wings, and your rage keeps going.
It fuels your anger.
If you want to.
Yep.
Awesome.
Hey,
good.
that's a strategy. All right, Leosin. I mean, he's probably just gonna finish this dude off. Yeah. I'm not even rolling. Minimum damage. 3 rapid palm strikes to the heart and just interrupts the flow, crunches the ribs. He's done. And that was just an attack action, so he can move 40 feet, cause monk nonsense. Ander.
Oh, the prey is gone again. He is
It's hard life out here for a bear.
Yes, very much so.
We might have to. I think maybe we might pause since we're almost at time. We'll do you and then Mondath, and then we'll be like able to start at the top, which is what I like to do.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I don't like stopping mid round.
I'm actually going to get out of well, I'll be going back into bear form, but as a free action, I'm gonna get out of bear form and go to human form and cast I'm gonna cast Barkskin.
Kind of a weird mirror image of Solara's ice. You now have like this, solid tree bark ridged and growing around you.
And then I am going to go back into bear form.
All right, the bear's fur appears to have been replaced by like thick bark.
And I go back to full health. So, and
Full
that's
health
my
bear.
turn.
All right. What's Mondath gonna do? Yeah, she'll keep moving on with her helper. Alright. She is going to keep running up. You see that magic is beginning to spin off of her weapon as she prepares to cast some bigger spells.
Oh boy.
That will come back next week with Waka as you guys continue this full front-on siege in a much better tactical position than you were when they caught you.
Yep. Though, to be fair, we did kill a lot of goons the first half of time.
Yep.
Alright, cool stuff, guys.
All right. We'll kill these tossers later. All right, peace out, guys. If you're still watching, feel free to stick around for Nad, and if not, catch you next week.